In a previous short, I proved once and for all that the mini turbo stat in Mario Kart World is non-existent. However, my tests in free roam didn't seem to be good enough for a lot of you guys. And I understand that. The stats in free roam are probably different from the stats within the game itself. But either way, in order to do some honest testing, I decided that I was going to redo the test except in Grand Prix this time. So just like before, I used Swoop and Bowser, and the carts that I used were the Rob Bike and the Bowser Bruiser. And I did a few basic tests in order to see what happens with the mini turbo stat. The first and most basic test was just checking how long it takes for the mini turbo to build up. So here were the results of the test that I did, allowing the mini turbo to just build up on its own in Grand Prix. And to my surprise, it was exactly the same. However, just like before, I wanted to test soft drifting to make sure that there was no difference. So when I used all 4 combos to soft drift, nothing changed. However, as a lot of you guys rightfully pointed out, the mini turbo stat also determines how long your mini turbo boost lasts for. So in order to test that, I built up to a purple mini turbo for all 4 combos and let go at the same time. And as you can see, it's actually slightly different. I was surprised to see that the timing was actually a little bit different for each of these combos. And based on this 4-person test, it seems like the cart is the one that determines the mini turbo stat more than the character. As proven by the fact that both of the characters lose mini turbo quicker on the Bowser Bruiser than on the Rob Bike. However, I'm sure you noticed that it's literally just frames apart, it's not that big of a difference. Which is why online we still see a lot of the bigger characters like Bowser taking over world records. If it was like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and we could see that the mini turbo stat was a lot more effective with baby characters than big characters, then by now all the world records would be using baby characters. Hopefully this test was enough to prove that the mini turbo stat doesn't really matter in Mario Kart World anymore. What if the stats are different in Knockout Tour? Oh, come on.